Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to start some sourdough lemon blueberry waffles. It's 9 o'clock at night and we're going to get our batter going. I just picked some, recently on Saturday, picked some blueberries and I got them washed up and they aren't quite frozen yet, but I've got them freezing on a cookie sheet. So we're going to get started making our batter to sit overnight. We need 400 grams of sourdough starter. I bulked mine up this morning because I maintain a small starter and then I just make a bigger batch whenever I want to make something. So we're going to get 400 grams of our starter into our bowl. Okay, there's 400 grams, and we need 480 grams of milk, and I mixed up some powdered milk, so I'm going to zero out my scale and get 480 grams. Uh-oh, I went a little bit over. There we go, it's 481, that's good. I've got 8 tablespoons of butter that I melted inside the microwave and let it cool off a bit so it won't kill my sourdough starter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump that in. And we need 500 grams of flour altogether. So I'm going to use 250 grams of whole wheat flour and then 250 grams of all-purpose white flour. Okay, a little too much. There we go, 250 grams of whole wheat. And I've got my big bucket of flour. And I'm gonna get 250 more grams of all-purpose white flour. Okay, that's 501 grams, so that's close enough. And now I'm just going to get this mixed up. This is a double batch of waffles, and I'll link the recipe in the description box below. These are really good. These are some of our favorite waffles. I'm making a big batch and then I'm going to freeze some so it'll make a easy breakfast. I'm just going to stir it until there's no more dry flour bits. That looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to cover that with a silicone lid, and I'm going to leave this sitting on the counter overnight, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Good morning, friends. We're ready to get the rest of our ingredients into our sourdough lemon blueberry waffles. It's nice and bubbly this morning. We need 4 eggs. So get those into our batter. I've got my waffle iron preheating. We need 100 grams of sugar, so I've got 100 grams in here. I've got an organic lemon here, and we're going to zest that. Right into our batter. And now I'm going to cut this lemon in half and put some of the juice, half a lemon's worth of juice, into our batter. We're going to get 2 teaspoons of lemon extract. I'm going to stir this up. We have just a couple more ingredients to get in here, but I just want to go ahead and give this a stir. That looks good. I've got a little tiny bowl here, and we're going to get 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm just going to mix these up and try to get some of the lumps out. That looks pretty good. And then we'll just sprinkle it over our batter. And then give this a good mix. That reacts with the sourdough and makes it really light and bubbly. And now we're going to get some of our blueberries we froze. And I just do what looks good to me. So you can put however many blueberries you want. That'll probably be good, I think. And it's so nice and fluffy. Well, it looks like we need a few more. I want to make sure there's enough. I've got a cooling rack, and then I'm going to stack the pancakes once they've cooled. Waffles once they've cooled onto this parchment paper. So it'll go right into the freezer after they've cooled. Okay, and the waffle iron's ready. I like this waffle iron. It fits, the little waffles fit perfectly in the toaster. Just gonna give them a little spray. Our waffles are ready, so we're gonna get those out. Sometimes the middle kind of connects, so I'm just gonna use this knife to carefully get these apart. So here's our first two sourdough lemon blueberry waffles. Now we're just going to keep on making these waffles. I'll see you back here after I get some more of these done. After the waffles are done, I put them on this cooling rack and let them cool completely, and then put them over here on this parchment paper so that they'll be ready for the freezer. If you let them cool, then your parchment paper won't get a bunch of moisture and it won't cause freezer burn. These two waffles stack nicely, so you can just stack a lot of waffles to get into the freezer. And then once they're frozen, fully frozen, then you can put them inside of a Ziploc gallon freezer bag. So I'm just gonna put this parchment paper here to start my next layer to go on top to get into the freezer. So I'll just keep on making these waffles, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Here's our sourdough lemon blueberry waffles. They look so good. This makes about 36 waffles. I've got them stacked up here, ready to go in the freezer. I burnt a couple of them when I wasn't paying attention. At least most of them turned out. I've got some maple syrup here. So we'll try our waffles. They're really so good. The wild Alaska blueberries are tart, so it's really good. And then the lemon and blueberries just go really well together. And it's so good because the sweet syrup, so it kind of cuts the sweetness of the syrup. You guys will love these. I'll link the recipe in the description box below. And I did add, the blueberries and the lemon zest, the lemon juice, and I switched out the lemon extract for the vanilla, instead of vanilla, I put lemon extract. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you're having a blessed day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.